paid attention to whether the pellet stove came across the sound or not. I'm so used to it. Not that I can do anything about it. It has to run because it's cold. How are you doing today? I am finishing up. Well, I'm not. Today I'm going to do the 28th and the 29th in my Fauxbonichi. I have the 30th and the 31st planned out. The 30th is going to be another shaker type page. It's going to be different though, because I'm not going to do it through a page. And when I asked people a couple weeks ago about which shaker to do, there was like a 50-50 between the two different kinds, and so I wanted to get them both into the book. And since it's the last 2 pages, I don't really have to worry so much about writing after it, so I can make it nice and thick and shaker-y. But pretty simple pages for the 28th and the 29th, because I want to move on. I'm ready to make it go away. I spent my morning watching YouTube, drinking coffee, and getting inspired. And that's what happens though, because it's like a rabbit hole. And I think one more video. And before I know it, days gone by. But all right, let's make this happen, people. So here is the 28th. I should have brought this one first. Here, it goes like this. The 28th and the 29th, or 28th and the 28th, both sides of the 28th. Basically, I took a sheet of 12 by 12 P13 paper and I cut it in half. Well, cut the top off, cut it in half to fit the pages. And then I tried to use all the bits and pieces that I had that were at the top to fill in around it. So it looks real complicated, but there's actually not much to it. But yeah, this is one side. I still have to cut the edges off, but I actually could cut this side of this one because it won't matter. There's no pattern there. And then I just have a couple of simple stories stickers to put the date somewhere on there. So let me trim that because I thought I had it trimmed. But yeah, I was watching Stephanie this morning making rosette flowers out of fabric, and I have to find out how to do that, how to make the ruffly part. Because that was adorable, and I'd like just the ruffly part. I have moved my whole craft room space, well, not my whole craft room, some of it can't move, around, so I have now access to a wall. And I'll take a picture and try to remember to put it in there. I take lots of pictures and then I upload the video and I go, I'm supposed to put that in there. Anyways, and so I hung all my scissors and my cutting tools, and they're normally stuffed in one of those Lazy Susan type things, and my tape and my rulers and stuff on the wall, which is really convenient because they're just right out here in front of my face. Except for the fact then I forget where I put something and I go digging for it. It's like finding the tape. I'm like, I thought I had an open tape roll, and I'm looking all over for the open tape roll, and it's hanging, I mean, literally right there. But I'm so trained for where it normally is that I'm just like, oh, I guess I need a new one. And I'm like, no. And before I know it, I had like 3 open, and I'm like, stop. So I finally had to put a Post-it note on my desk to say it's on the wall. Let's do it this way. But oh my gosh, you guys, so many ideas floating around on YouTube right now for projects and things to do in 2021, and I want to do them all. Oops, crooked. Oh well, it's always crooked, you know that. I want to do them all, and I don't have time to do them all, but I still want to do them all. And, but I think I've kind of, December has been really good in the sense that I think I'm getting a routine or a rhythm, if you will, with doing the videos. And the other thing I gotta teach myself, train myself, is to not feel like I have to do all the video at one time. Video, edit, upload, all on the same day. Like, if I have something ready to go, I can go ahead and video it and then store the video. Duh. But I feel like it's like, I got, I'm doing it, so I gotta do it. Gotta do it all. And so I'm hoping that over the next year that I will stop doing that, because I really need to, it's not a good balance of time to do that. And so I want to, I want to get into the habit of when I have time to do it, and then put it all together later when I'm just sitting there. Instead of, instead of not doing that. But the new video setup has helped with the new camera and everything, because I don't have to edit so much. My new attitude on it is screw it, put it up anyways, and I will just get better as I go, because before I felt like I had to go through and check everything that I said and everything that I did, so that, whoops, I shouldn't say that, whoops, that was, that was a bad word, oops, there, whatever, and at the end, it was like, well, yeah, but you know what, this is who I am, and I don't want a following of people who expect something different. I don't, if you don't like me, you don't follow. It's okay. I don't have any intentions of turning this into a big money-making adventure. I don't I mean, if you subscribe, you subscribe. If you don't, you don't. It's nice. Of course, it makes you feel good, but whatever, right? But I just want to do it and have fun, and I'd like to think that people are following because they like what I'm doing, and yeah. But I'm always open to suggestions and constructive criticism that's actually constructive. not just, you suck! Or whatever, I've technically never had anybody say that, but I guess there's always a first. I figured that, see, it's like the YouTube dislike button. I don't understand that option. If you dislike it, just report it if it's bad, or don't watch it. I don't understand the negative need, or the need for negativity. Does that make sense? Why does YouTube, why do you need to have that? What do you get out of it? What does YouTube get out of it? Is it purely for the ad revenue type thing? Is that why they do the like and the dislike? I mean, I get the like thing. You want to show that you like it. Duh. But I don't understand the need for a dislike button. I just, I think it just, I don't understand it. I mean, if you dislike it, don't watch it. Why do we have to, like, I don't understand the need for the negative, I guess. Does that make sense? No, probably not. But anyways, I'm weird like that. I think if you give people a reason, an opportunity to be negative, you're always going to get that asshole, always, that has nothing better to do in his or her day than run around YouTube and disliking things. And I think by YouTube providing that as an option, they're feeding into that nonsense. And I think that's sad. But whatever. It's free. But I dislike a lot of stuff I see on YouTube. But I don't ever actually click the dislike. I mean, the way I feel about it is that I just don't watch it anymore. Next, there's only 50 billion videos on YouTube. If you don't like it, just go find something else to watch. But I think these platforms give us opportunities to be assholes, and there's always going to be somebody who says thank you and uses the asshole button. But this page, can you tell I didn't have a lot to talk about? The end of the year, it's just kind of wrapping things up. And so I don't have a lot to talk about, so I usually fill these pages up with stuff. But this page is dedicated to Joshua's last day of work. And I mean, it was only seasonal. We knew it was coming, so it wasn't like a shock or anything like that. And so, but it's still sad. I mean, it just worked out to be such a great experience for him, and I couldn't have asked for anything else or a better tiptoe into the get a job realm. I don't know whatever that is, you know. You always want their first job to not be hell. I do. I don't know. See, Dale and I were talking about this the other day, and how, you know, we need to teach our kids to be tough, and we need to teach them to, you know, hard knocks of life, and you know, that seems to be what people, not everybody, so don't, you know, careful of those stones. But I don't understand why that's the way it is. Why do they have to be tough? Why do they have to experience hard knocks? If the shit hits the fan, the shit's gonna hit the fan, and it's still gonna suck. It doesn't matter if they've been there before or not in the grand scheme of it. And if they have a family behind them, then when the stuff hits the fan, it'll be fine. It'll work out. But I don't understand why all these experiences for our young people have to be shit. You know, I mean, well, they need to work a crap job, and, you know, so they learn what it's really like, and they need to blah, 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 and all this. And it's like, I don't understand the thinking. It didn't work for me. It didn't work for my brother. It didn't work for my husband and all of his siblings, you know. And so if it doesn't work, why as a generation do we keep hard knocking our children? Why do they have to toughen up? Why can't the world soften up? And oh my gosh, don't even start leaving me the, well, that's the crap that's going to get your kid. You know, there's all this, whatever. You know what? Maybe if we teach our kids to be nice to each other, that'll rub off on the adults they're around. And because frankly, my generation are jerks. So, and we're raising jerks, and we need to stop that. It's don't toughen them, enlighten them. But I don't know. I live in my own bubble. Can you tell that I have my own little world that I wish the planet was like? And I get that that's not how it is in the real world. But you know what? It is if that's the way we strive to make it. Call it idealistic, call it a fantasy. But wouldn't it be nice if we were just nice to each other? How exotic, right? You mean that's a thing? I mean, you go wander around YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google, turn on the news, whatever, and it's this person did that bad thing to this person, or doom and gloom. And I when I'm reading the local news, I think, gosh, did nothing nice happen today? All that you could find was somebody blew somebody up, somebody shot somebody stabbed somebody stole something, somebody broke into something. There's like 4,000 articles on all the negative crap that happens. And then buried in the back, there was like a lemonade stand for help, or whatever, one nice story. And you're like, really? That's it? That's all you could find? But see, good stuff doesn't sell papers. People like the drama. People like to chase the ambulance. And it makes me sad. It makes me tired. And that's why I don't watch a lot of it. All right. So I'm going to go do my minuscule journaling about this. And then I'll be back to do 29. But yeah, that's basically all there was to it. Looks like a lot. It's a little chaotic. But it's fun. I left the black in because it's the hood of the car, the dash, because I wanted it to be my view as he walked into work. Does that make sense? There he was, turning away, and he's off. Get it? Because it was dark when we picked him up, so I couldn't get that was it picture. So let me go do the journaling on this, and I'll be right back. Does anybody use a mouse trackpad for their Mac? I have one, but it's so hard to push. It looks like this. But it's so hard to push. I don't know if it's just I don't have my sensitivity turned up, but is there a way to change the sensitivity? Anyways, before I got off on my hardness thing, I was telling about my video plans. And that's how the journaling turned out, by the way. But you've already seen it because you saw the photos. Oh my gosh, we're gonna make it. Come on, we're gonna make it. I'm gonna try to do like every other day. So like Fauxbonichi, do 2 days of Fauxbonichi and upload a video, and then in between that, do like my other projects that I have going, because I'm stuck right now in this all or nothing. I either do all Fauxbonichi, which in fairness, these take a long time because I'm doing all of this extra stuff. But normally my pages, doing videos of my Fauxbonichi take a long time, because normally the pages are like 15 minutes done. But when I have to do a video for them, between all of the video shooting and stuff, it makes it seems like it takes forever to do a page, and it does. Because it takes forever to do a page. See, I gotta have to move up, I think, in order to have room to work Hold on. We're going to figure it all out. Oops, wait. I'm like, why is it blurry? It's blurry because it's out of focus and I don't have my glasses on. Okay, so let's uncheck the... Don't you guys love that you get to be guinea pigs in my figure this out thing? But it's hard to have the situation, to know what situation is without doing it. I don't think that moved it up very much. Oh well. That's what it's going to do. Anyways, that way I can get the Fauxbonichi pages done, which is what most people want to see, I guess. Those are the videos that get the most views, I guess. But in fairness, I've only been doing this for a month, or back in the saddle, I guess, for a month. So who knows? But I want to do both. And the videos are, the point of the videoing is to keep myself accountable. Otherwise, I'll just sit over there, watch YouTube, and drink coffee. Because that's how I roll. And I really want to do this. And the guys asked me why, and I said, I don't know. I just do. I mean, I'm not a social person. I don't do well in a crowd. Wow, see, this is how straight I am. I'm okay once I get there, but I can't get there. And so going and doing group things, even if there wasn't all this COVID stuff, it sends me into a tailspin. I don't do that well. Like I said, I'm fine once I get there, but I can't get out of the house. So it throws a kink in things. I have to be in control. I have to know where we're going, what we're doing, who's going to be there, the whole ball of wax. And it's stifling. But I'm working on it. But, so this is kind of I use it as my we're crafting together thing. You know what I mean? Like, you go over and watch so-and-so's video, and that's what, you say hi in the morning, and how's your day going, and then they pop over to your video and they say, doing great, how's your, kind of thing. And it's the closest you get to be around people without leaving your house, right? This is more P13 paper, and I know we're past Christmas, but I'm trying to use up this stuff. I don't want to store it for another year. We're using it up. Oh, come here. Come here. I have scissors everywhere. You should see it. It's hilarious. This is why I put my little hooks on the wall. So that I wouldn't do that, and I still do it. So that was helpful. Anyways, so yeah, that's kind of why my thinking of getting back into YouTube, and I don't really have anything to teach anybody. It's not a confidence thing. I just don't have anything to teach anybody right now. People want me to do cooking videos and plant-based videos and stuff like that, and yeah, I don't know about that. I don't think so. First of all, I'm not a great cook. I kind of wing about everything, and I don't have a house that is set up for cooking like that. Like my stove and the way my kitchen is, it's really, really old, and it's just not set up for that kind of thing. I'm also not thick-skinned. I don't know if you've noticed. So people are harsh when it comes to cooking and information about plant-based and that kind of thing. And yeah, and I don't do the whole diet thing, and I'm not trying to sell anything. And it seems like most people that are doing maybe that's my niche. Most people that are doing the videos on the plant-based living and eating are trying to make a buck. And I'm not. I believe that plant-based should be free. Information should be free about it. We should be trying to share this because it's the right thing to do. You shouldn't be trying to make money off of somebody's health. I just find that deplorable. I think that puts you right into the same category as the doctors and stuff right now that are prescribing this nonsense medicine for heart disease and all these illnesses and stuff that are chronic illnesses that are caused by food. And you go to the doctor and they're supposed to help you, and instead they give you prescriptions so they can make money. And it's not right. And I think that when you, I'm not thinking this through, hold on. I think that when, I think people need to see that you can do this for free. You don't have to pay for a book or a diet plan or special one-on-one services. Nobody needs any of that. It's just not hard enough for all of that. And I just don't think it's right to be woo, way to crooked that one. Nope, it's gonna be crooked. That's all there is to it. And I just don't think that, I don't understand why people would want to make money off of somebody else like that. Yeah. I'm not wording it right, and you can tell it irritates me, so I'm trying to think of nice ways to put things. But so I probably wouldn't do real well on YouTube for plant-based because I just not trying to make a buck off anybody, and that seems to be what the thing is. You know, you eat plant-based, you lose weight, you get healthy. That's the story. That's the moral of the story. It's that simple. But people, you know, they want diet information, and they want, you know, the secrets and all that. And people feed into that by saying, you know, if you just follow my menu plan, you'll do great. It'll be fine. It's perfect. You know, if you just follow my blog and sign in for a membership, you'll get all the secrets. And there is no secret other than this way of living will keep you alive, and it tastes good. And I don't know. I just can't jump into the pool. Let's see here. I want to use these sparkly ones. So let's do, but I will answer any question that you have about eating plant-based, about changing your life, about anything like that for free. I have all of the information on my Facebook page for free. I just don't think we should be charging people to save their lives. That's awful. And the information is online for free for anybody. All you have to do is search it. That's all I did when I found out about this. I watched a movie and I took off with it, and I didn't have to pay for anything. I bought books and all that like everybody does, and to be honest, it was the worst spent money. I mean, the books were really good, and I liked reading them, but all of the information in the books is online for free. you just really, Dr. McDougall has my favorite quote on this. I'll sell you a book, but I have everything that I have in the book online for free. Why would you buy it? And so I love that philosophy. I want as many people as I can to learn about plant-based eating. If I'm gonna have a good deed in my life, it would be me helping you no longer have to be on your medications, no longer being in pain with your arthritis, no longer being obese, no longer having heart disease, no longer watching your family get sick around you, no longer watching your children be obese and struggle and sick. If I have one good deed that can stop any and all of that, I will give it for free. I will give it away. I will beg you to take it. And that's how I feel about it. You can have your life back, pain-free, illness-free, with lots of good food. But you have to just have a little faith and try it. I always find it interesting. People will try diets for months and weeks and struggle and fight with it, but they won't give plant-based eating 2 weeks. I don't understand it. It befuddles me. And to be honest, 2020 was an eye-opening downer for me when it came to it. After 5 years of doing this, how many people still, nope, won't even try it. And I don't understand. Why would you want to continue to suffer? I don't understand. Why would you want your children to suffer? Your husband? Why? But anyways, I'm hoping that in 2021, I am crafting more and doing more on this YouTube channel, and who knows what it'll bring. But I'm going to go do my journaling for December 29th. What it is a bunch of pictures of all the vegetables that I'm growing. I have just over 100 square feet of growing space in my house going right now. Yeah, it's crazy. It's a lot of fun. And no, you do not have to grow your own food to be plant-based. I just found a new hobby, that's all. All right, you guys, I will see you in the next video. It will be wrapping up 2020 and moving on to new adventures and meeting new friends. Talk to you later, you guys. Bye.